Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today in this video, I'm going to be doing something that I have never ever done on my channel before, and that is a foundation wear test. So it is currently 9:17 a.m. and you can probably tell by the bed marks on my face, it's a rough morning. I really wanted to do this foundation wear test because one, I'm going to be going out for the entire day, and I've had so many foundations before that I've wanted to do a wear test for, but I'm just going to be home, and the likelihood of the foundation looking pretty good at the end of the day is very high because I'm not going anywhere. And today I'm actually going to be going to the mall. I'm going to Hobby Lobby. I'm going to be out for like hours on end. I'm going to be trying out the new Hourglass Vanish Seamless Foundation, and Hourglass was so kind enough to send this to me. I would have totally bought this foundation if they didn't send it because I love the Vanish stick. I actually have it right on my desk because I love it. This is it right here, and I am so in love with the stick formula. I really hope that I like the liquid just as much, but honestly, this is one of my absolute favorite foundations. Today is just a glorious day to do a foundation wear test when I have the North Star on my chin. I actually used some Sunday Riley products. I used the CEO and I used this new like retinol that came out from Sunday Riley, and it broke me out so bad. This hurts so bad, so just please ignore this today in this video. I'm gonna see how well this foundation actually can cover it. It's so red. So this is the Hourglass Seamless Liquid Foundation, and it comes in 32 shades. I also read online that this is 24-hour fade-proof wear. That just doesn't seem good for your skin to be wearing a foundation for 24 hours. I think the longest that I've worn a foundation for was like 14 hours, and it was for an event, and it was the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation, the tattoo foundation. It's so good. It like lasted a complete like 14 hours. I mean, 24 hours, you're talking about wearing a foundation maybe to bed or on a plane. It retails for $56. It's full coverage with a natural finish. It's for combination normal and oily skin, so it's basically for all skin types. It's free of parabens, vegan and cruelty free, and claims to be full coverage with minimal product. I've been seeing a lot that they're advertising this foundation as like half a pump only, which is so crazy to me because with a lot of foundations I use like 3 pumps to get it full coverage and to cover my whole face. And it is waterproof, transfer proof, and sweat proof. One thing I did notice too is that they're marketing this concealer as like you do not need to wear a primer with it. Something about that really freaks me out because I feel like when you don't wear a primer, you're more prone to breaking out because the product can get more in your pores. But I'm going to be taking one for the team for you guys, and I'm just going to be moisturizing my skin to see how this looks without a primer. So Hourglass sent me 3 shades, so I'm just gonna quickly swatch those for you guys so you can see how they look. So this is the shade Porcelain. So that's Porcelain. This is Shell, and Shell is the color that I wear in the Hourglass Vanish stick. This is like my perfect color. I'm curious if it still is, because you know, liquid foundation and then stick foundation can really vary. Ooh, it still looks just like the stick. That one looks really good. And then there is Nude, and I think Nude is the darker of like all the 3. Yeah, this one is a little bit darker. Yeah, I definitely think either the first or the second shade, so I'm gonna go with Shell, which is the normal shade that I wear in the Hourglass foundation. Since I'm not going to be wearing a primer, I am just gonna put on this Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. So this is not technically a primer. This doesn't blur your skin. It doesn't fill in any pores. This literally feels like a moisturizer, so I'm just gonna pop this all over my face. I've heard this foundation is actually really matte, even though it says it's a natural finish. I have the worst time finding foundations that I like. That's why I've stuck with the Hourglass stick, because a lot of foundations I really do not like and I never continue to wear them. So it says on the website to use half a pump, which I'm going to be using, and it says to apply in sections, so dot onto face and blend using your preferred tool. I always use a brush. I cannot stand the way my foundation looks with a beauty blender, which probably sounds crazy to some of you guys, but for me, they make my foundation sometimes look really cakey, and my foundation looks awful whenever I use a beauty blender. So I'm just gonna be using the brush that is in this little box, and it's the Hourglass brush. I think it's specifically for this foundation. It says for full coverage to use this brush, so that's what I'm gonna be using today. All right, so I'm gonna go in with this half a pump and we'll see what's poppin'. So I'm just gonna go, okay, that is half right there. That's literally half. Also, here is the packaging of the foundation, you guys. It's really sleek. It's in like this frosted glass bottle. It's a very heavyweight foundation and it's just really luxurious. So the packaging is on point for me. Okay, so I'm just gonna dot this onto my face. Okay. Now, that half a pump literally did not cover my whole face, but I'm just gonna blend this out and we'll see where we're at. Okay. All right, that didn't really cover as much as I'd like, so I'm gonna go in with another full pump. One full pump. Okay, I might have put too much in. Okay. So I might have not put enough when I did the half a pump because I just felt how much I had to press down. Okay, so let's see here. This might actually be a true half a pump now. So it feels like really moussey. Like it's definitely, I can tell it's like a full coverage foundation by the way that it feels. It looks really nice. It does, to me, have a very similar finish to the stick. It's covering so, so good. This brush is really nice too. I love it. I usually use my IT Cosmetics Love is the foundation brush. It looks like a little heart. That is my favorite foundation brush, but this one might be a new fave because it's really covering very nicely and it's keeping the foundation full coverage. I'm gonna add a little bit more to my chin, cover this little sucker here. When they said this has the coverage of a concealer, I mean, it really does. It's very full coverage. It's really nice. Like, you guys, if this lasts all day, I might be in love. And just for the fun of it, I'm gonna put the remainder like a little bit under my eyes. All right, you guys, so here is the foundation blended out. It's so full coverage. It is a lot like a concealer. You could literally use this as a concealer, I'm pretty sure, if you didn't want to wear any. I'm actually going to go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup and then I will be right back. All right, you guys, so I finished my makeup and I love the way this foundation looks. It's really blurring and smoothing. I need to get out of here because I'm gonna make my mom late to her hair appointment. That's at 10:30. So it is 10:09. I'm gonna be checking in with you guys every 3 hours or so to show you how the foundation is wearing. And so far it looks really good. Plans for today: Hobby Lobby, mall, wanna buy some cute shirts. I got the shirt from Target and I thought it was so cute for this video, so I popped it on. Ooh, Red Table Talk at 12. Anyways, I need to go, so I'm just gonna be checking in with you guys throughout the day and we'll see how this foundation wears. Hey guys, so it's been about 4 hours. It's currently, let's see if you can see it, 1:37. So I have been wearing this foundation since about 10 and it looks really good. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see it. It hasn't broken up or anything. It's still on. I feel like the color is a little darker. It did like oxidize a lot, so I might go up like a lighter shade, but I think it looks pretty good so far. I'm in the mall right now and people are watching me with this camera, so I'm like in the corner trying to show you guys. But I'll zoom in so you can see my skin and how it looks. So the problem area that I had on my chin, it's still pretty covered, which is really good. I was thinking that by now it would definitely be rubbed off, but it's not, so that's a good thing. But you can see the difference from my... I do, yeah. Oh, getting some followers over here at the mall. It's a great thing that I'm doing this. It's a good day. You know, I've been getting a lot of compliments on this shirt. But anyways, you guys, I do really like this foundation. Like I was saying, it has oxidized, so it looks a little bit darker than my neck. So I might do the porcelain one. I'm gonna be checking in with you guys in another 3 hours to show you how it's looking. Yeah. So I'm at the mall and Too Faced reposted me, and then it couldn't get any better than this. The Pretty Mess, Erica Jane, shared me on her story. You guys, this is epic. So I just got in the car, you guys, and I wanted to look at the foundation in more of like a natural lighting since I was like in a department store. And looking at it, I have a little bit of creasing like around my mouth. Definitely is not like a full-on matte foundation, I can slowly see it starting to kind of break down just around my mouth. I did have some breakfast earlier. I mean, it's holding up good. It's not horrible, it's not bad, but I can see it starting to wear around like the 5-hour, 4-hour mark. The only part where I saw it like kind of breaking was, like I said, around my mouth. Everything else is really smooth. You can see up close. I'll zoom in so you guys can see it. But it is very like luminous. It is really pretty. I mean, I don't like it to be full on matte, so I do think it's really pretty. My mom also has it on too. I made my mom put it on before we left, and she's wearing the same color as me, and she kind of feels the same way as I do. Gonna keep wearing it, gonna keep checking it. I'm going to Target right now. I got some stuff at Sephora, and of course I had to go in there. And then I went to Bath and Body Works, and I got some clothes, so gonna continue shopping for some shirts, some tops. It is currently 6:19, and the only thing I have touched up is my lipstick, and that is it. And clearly my mascara, which is the Bad Gal Bang, wasn't doing a wear test on that, but it literally got all over my eyelid, so I'm just gonna wipe that for a second. I don't know how my lashes end up touching up here because they're really not that long, but somehow the mascara gets all the way up here. I don't know how. I can totally see that the cheeks look really smooth. I feel like the foundation cracked a lot just around my mouth. And I will do a few close-ups so you guys can see what I'm talking about, but just around the mouth area, it did really fill into the lines of my face. It's a little bit in the pores. I can tell it kind of like sunk in a little bit, and I think that's because I was wearing a priming moisturizer, not really like a full-on primer. So it was more of a moisturizer than like a layer underneath the foundation. So the foundation kind of sinked into the pores and into the creases. Under my eyes, it's really smooth and I don't have any problems there. But what I noticed is wherever I set really heavily, which was under my eyes and kind of like the cheek area, that didn't move around. So I think next time I wear this foundation, I'm just gonna set my whole face with powder because it appears to move a lot, especially around the mouth area. This foundation oxidizes so much. I actually wear the same shade in the stick foundation, the Shell, which I told you guys earlier, and this really oxidized a lot. Like my neck looks completely different to my face. It did rub off a little bit around my jaw, as you can see. But as far as the overall look of the foundation, I think it's pretty good so far. I've worn foundations that have looked a lot worse than this, so I think it's holding up pretty solid for me wearing it for 8 hours. I'm gonna be heading to dinner soon. It is 6:26, and then I will do a check-in in about 4 hours to show you guys the final look of this foundation and give you my final thoughts on it and what I think about it. All right, you guys, it is 10:44 p.m. I've officially worn this foundation for 12 hours, almost like 12 and a half hours today. This is probably the longest I have worn foundation in a while, and I really put this Hourglass foundation to the test. I feel like it didn't fade. I still see it on my skin, especially on my cheeks and my forehead. It looks really still full coverage, still full. I can see it on my skin. I've had breakfast, lunch, and dinner today, and it still is on. Like, it's still on. It just kind of crumbled a little bit around my mouth. I think I really want to try this foundation again with a primer. I put on like a moisturizing primer when I wore this today, and it wasn't like a heavy duty primer that really smoothed or blurred my pores. So I do feel like it would work better with one. So I'm gonna try that, and I'll let you guys know what I think of it when I do. My nose looks really good right now though. It didn't rub off at all, and I have kind of like touched my nose a few times today, and nothing is coming off. So as far as it claiming to be transfer proof, I really don't see anything coming off when I touch my face. I don't even see an imprint when I touch my face. I normally would never touch my face like this, but I'm just trying to show you guys that this isn't a foundation that's like kind of mushy or sticky. Like when you touch it, it's not gonna leave like an imprint or take anything off. So it really is transfer proof. I really loved this brush. It was so nice. I'm totally using this again with the foundation and also with my other foundations because it was a really nice brush. It was very dense, so it packs on the foundation beautifully and it makes it look really airbrushed. I hope you guys enjoyed this wear test today. I got to put this foundation to the test and see how long it would last for, and to be honest, I'm pretty pleased with the results. So I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video, and if you did like it and you want to see me use like more foundations for wear tests, or if you just want to see more foundation videos, then let me know because I have so many new foundations I'm just dying to try, and I don't feel like I do that enough on my channel. I do a lot of like eye tutorials and just makeup tutorials, but I really love finding a good base, and like good base products are so important. So let me know down below if you guys would like to see more foundation videos, and I will totally film them for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to this video and seeing this wear test. Be sure you like it if you'd enjoy it and subscribe for more tutorials, and I will see you all in my next video.
Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in.